Is no contact appropriate if your ex is seeing someone else? My name is Coach Adrian, and I will answer that very important question in this video. As a relationship coach, I've had the opportunity to coach individuals just like yourself, trying to rebuild a new and improved relationship with an ex. And at times, you can find yourself in a complicated situation when the person you love is dating someone else. Perhaps they started to date really quickly after the breakup, or perhaps they're dating someone that they started to see as your relationship was winding down. And so the question that I'm often asked in coaching sessions is if no contact is appropriate in these types of circumstances. So of course, the underlying fear here is that if you pull away and if you do not reach out to your significant other, that they are somehow going to continue to build and nurture a bond with this new person and forget about you. I understand your concern. And the reality is that you are experiencing one of the most common fears that people face after a breakup. And that is the fear of losing your significant other to someone else, as well as the fear of them never looking back and kind of moving on and forgetting about you. Those are some of the most common fears that my clients verbalize and voice and experience every single day. So, first and foremost, we need to address those fears. The reality is that if you let your fears and your insecurities get the best of you, and if you act from a place of fear or neediness or vulnerability or desperation, the odds are that no matter what you do, you're going to push your significant other away, and most likely push them away into someone else's arms. And perhaps you've made those mistakes already as you're watching this video. And if that's the case, that is okay. In this context, you will understand that taking some time to yourself to pull away, to really help you heal, to really help you gain confidence and a sense of well-being can really be beneficial to you, because dealing with a breakup is hard enough. Knowing that your significant other is already in someone else's arms may be even more difficult to bear. And that's why I believe that a period of no contact can be very beneficial if that time is used to help yourself heal, move forward, regroup, and start to rebuild your sense of confidence and your sense of self-esteem. Now, having said all of that, I don't want you to be in no contact forever. And the goal should not be to just wait and wait and wait until your significant other reaches out to you. Because sometimes we can miss windows of opportunities just because we're afraid to take a step, again, out of fear or out of pride. And so at some point, it may be not only timely and beneficial, but perhaps even necessary to take a step to be able to reconnect with your significant other, to be able to show them that you're not the same person that you were towards the end of the relationship, to tap into their curiosity, and to really inspire them while at the same time rebuilding a communication platform of sorts and nurturing a bond. And so in some cases, opportunities may happen quite quickly, early on in your breakup recovery process. Perhaps your significant other is reaching out of guilt, or perhaps they're reaching out for practical matters because you have some of their things, or perhaps because you share a child together. And here, doing a hard no contact where you're ignoring them may be counterproductive. I don't want you to act out of spite. And it's important to convey to your significant other that you can interact without drama, conflict, or negativity in order to pave the way for a new relationship down the road. Ultimately, we don't want to be manipulative. And it's not about just getting your ex back for the sake of getting them back so that they're not with someone else. You need to make sure that you're building the right foundation to be able to nurture a love that is healthy, one that is selfless, and one that has a chance to really withstand the test of time. So make sure that you are indeed fighting the good fight. Make sure that you're giving your significant other time to grow, time to work on themselves and to address those things that they need to work on in order to be the right person for you. And oftentimes, when your ex is dating someone else, it is a coping mechanism, a way to quickly jump into another relationship, to not face their shortcomings, to not have to deal with the issues that perhaps plagued your relationship. And it's a way to really distract themselves and not look in the mirror. So you really need to ask yourself, is this the right person for you? What do they need to work on? What do they need to showcase? And what do they need to do in order for this new and improved relationship to be possible? Because it's not all on your shoulders. No matter what mistakes you made, it takes two to tango. And your significant other is going to need to evolve, to let go of certain things, and to grow in certain ways in order for this new relationship to really have a chance to flourish. So, is no contact appropriate when your ex is in another relationship? Absolutely. As long as you're doing it in the right spirit, as long as you're using your brain, as long as you're not doing it just as a ploy to try to manipulate them to reach out to you. It is much more profound than that. And ultimately, remember that you are taking steps for your own sake, for your own growth, for your own process of personal transformation. And if that is your focus, you will increase your chances of rebuilding a healthy relationship as a result of those steps that you will have taken. That is my promise to you. This can really, really, truly change everything in your breakup recovery. And I know this from experience, working with men and women all over the world who are facing the same daunting task that you face today. But it is possible. And I invite you to just take small steps and not to get overwhelmed by thinking about the end goal and all of the challenges that may come. It is not an easy process. I empathize, and that's why we do what we do. That's why we have all these videos on this YouTube channel, and that's why we offer private coaching sessions so that we can help you take the next step and accompany you on this journey to help you figure out the most appropriate next steps at every step of the way. My name is Coach Adrian. This is Love Advice TV. Thank you for tuning in, and see you soon for another video.